Well, this is Ernie, the fastest milkman in the West. Sure is a fast song. I better lick my lips quick. You could hear the hoofbeats pound as they raced across the ground, and the clapper of the wheels as they spun round and round. Then he galloped into Market Street, his badge upon his chest. His name was Ernie, and he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie loved a widow, a lady named Sue. She lived alone in Little Lane at number 22. They said she was too good for him. She was hearty, proud, and chic. But Ernie got his cocoa there, well, 3 times every week. They called him Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. She said she'd like to bathe in milk. He said, all right, sweetheart. And when he'd finished work one night, well, he loaded up the cart. He said, you want to pasteurize, 'cause pasteurize is best. She said, Ernie, I'll be happy if it comes up to my chest. And that tickled old Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Well, now Ernie had a rival, an evil-looking man called Two-Ton Ted from Teddington, and he drove the baker's van. He tempted her with his treacle tarts and his tasty wholemeal bread, and when she seen the size of his hot meat pies, it very nearly turned her head. She nearly swooned at his macaroon, and he said, now, if you treat me right, you'll have hot rolls every night and crumpets, well, every night. He once knew that she sampled his layer cake, he'd have his wicked way, but all Ernie had to offer was, well, a pint of milk each day. Poor old Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now, one lunchtime, Ted saw Ernie's horse and cart outside a door, and it drove him mad to find it was still there at 4:30. And as he leapt down from his van, hot blood through his veins did course. He went across to Ernie's cart and he didn't half kick his horse, whose name was Trigger. Well, he pulled the fastest cart in the West. Now Ernie rushed into the street, his gold top in his hand. He said, if you want to marry Sue, you'll fight for her like a man. Oh, why don't we play cards for her, he sneeringly replied, and just to make it interesting, we'll have a shilling on the side. So Ernie dragged him from his van, and beneath the blazing sun, they stood there face to face, and Ted went for his bun. But Ernie was too quick, things didn't go the way Ted planned, and a strawberry-flavored yogurt sent him spinning from his hand. Now Sue, she ran between them and tried to keep them apart, and Ernie pushed her aside, and a rock cake caught him under the heart. And as he looked up in pain and surprise, the concrete hardened crust of a stale pork pie caught him in the eye, and Ernie bit the dust. Poor Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Well, now Ernie was only 52. He didn't want to die, but now he's going to make deliveries in that milk round in the sky, where all the customers are angels and ferocious dogs are banned, and a milkman's life is full of fun in that fairy dairy land. But a woman's needs are many-fold, and Sue, well, she married Ted. But strange things happened on the wedding night as they lay in their bed. Was that the trees are rustling, or the hinges of the gate, or Ernie ghostly gold tops were rattling in their crate? They won't forget Ernie, 'cause he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Good old Ernie. Get off your horse and drink your milk.